What is up, you guys? How's your day been so far? If you need a pick-me-up, then you're in luck because, well, we are talking about two great diva Sith Lords, a nostalgic trip of Sidious's life and his closeness with none other than Maul. Today we will rediscover their weird and close relationship between Sidious and Maul before things went sour. Guys, I am very thankful to all of you for the immense support. The channel hit 200k subscribers yesterday. I celebrated with the family. It was awesome. I honestly can't wait for what lays ahead, and hopefully we will get this channel on the high ground together. With that said, we now discuss Sidious and how he ultimately, if we look deeper, he appreciated his former apprentice more than we were led on in the movies and in the Clone Wars series. The Sidious and Maul relationship can be summarized better if we take a look at the comics and novels that came out through the years, both legends and canon. What I'll do for you guys today is go through Sidious's mindset from the beginning till after Maul disappeared from Palpatine's life completely, and maybe afterwards we can understand their relationship more. Let's assume the role of Sidious for a second. So you're a Dark Lord of the Sith who suddenly finds this little Zabrak. The potential is there. You can see it. You can feel it. You take him and start grooming a future Sith assassin. When he fails you, you punish him severely. But as much as you challenge this angry little Zabrak, he bounces back immediately. Over time, you feel proud of him. Every order you have given Maul, he not only completes it, but goes out of his way to annihilate anything that remained. Any and every challenge that Sidious sent Maul's way was handled immediately, and what's more, and what we have to keep in mind, Maul made sure to not leave a trace of his existence, since remember, the Sith were extinct for millennia, or at least that's what the Jedi thought. The brilliance of having Maul as an apprentice is what Sidious came to appreciate. In Legends, Sidious has Maul extinguish an entire school where he spent time in, and Maul did it flawlessly, even killing a potential love interest. He left Maul on a planet all by himself with nothing to survive for a long time until Sidious returned to find a Maul who was close to madness. Maul even jumped and bit Sidious's hand. That's how crazy he had become. Afterwards, Sidious also sent Maul to destroy the Black Sun organization, which, if any of you know about the Black Sun, they were at the height of the crime syndicate. Nothing moved without them knowing. A multifaceted, multiplanetary crime syndication that was annihilated completely by only one Zabrak, and that was Maul. As much as those poor saps kept asking Maul why, Maul destroyed them all, going just by the orders of his master. He didn't even care and wasn't invested personally. All he wanted was to destroy whoever would impede on the plans of his master Sidious. For those naysayers out there, it is pretty hard to make the case that Sidious considered Maul as just another apprentice. He was really invested in Maul's future, because what you have to keep in mind is that Maul came way before the prospect of having Anakin one day turn to the dark side. Maul was the original apprentice that Sidious put his hopes on, but the problem of course came when Maul prematurely was considered dead, and well, Sidious had to move on with Dooku and eventually Vader, but Maul unfortunately never got over it. He felt betrayed by everyone, but especially the Sith. His master had used him and cast him aside, but here's the problem. Sidious is not at fault here. He just thought that Maul was dead, as everyone else did, even his brother, Savage Opress. Sidious confronted him, of course, during the Clone Wars because, well, Maul was growing to be a problem with his Death Watch, but to prove to you that Sidious actually appreciated and at the time loved Maul as his future successor, I present to you the canon issue of Darth Vader number 20. Aboard the Executor, Sidious and Vader are having a discussion about how everything came to be and Sidious's plans coming to pass. In that dialogue, Sidious says that Dooku basically was just a placeholder until he could get Vader. But when he mentions Maul, he says that the Zabrak was definitely a loss that got taken away from him. Now, in comparison with Dooku, Maul was definitely the favorite, and Sidious let us know by telling us that he felt the loss of Maul when learning about his death and didn't just brush it away. What do you guys think about their relationship? Talk to us down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, leave a thumbs up down below and hit that bell to get notified the moment a new video is up. Have an awesome day, my Star Wars friends, and may the Force be with you always.